Hello, everybody. What's going on? Aloha. That means hello and goodbye, but I'm talking about the hello one. What are y'all doing? This is good. We started out with what did you have for lunch? Yeah, seeing a lot of good ones. Homemade burger and a salad. Cauliflower crust with pizza, nice. Love cauliflower crust, good stuff. Skipped lunch but having a large pizza for dinner. I can get behind that. I love large pizza for dinner. PB&J, no shame. Leftover frozen Italian food from Sam's Club, all right. Well, come there. That's how we start things off. Panda Dog Gaming, you can't stick around. It's all right. You're all right. Planning on making some salmon. Any suggestions to add to it? I don't really do fish. I don't do salmon, but I mean, like, I don't know. Herbs. I don't know. That's all I got. Herbs. Just put herbs on it. Is there an echo? Why would there be an echo? I'm having audio issues. Where like I have that music playing, but for some reason I couldn't get it to not. I'm new to this. I had to like turn off the speaker on the monitor so it wouldn't play. I couldn't get it to play without, like, I put on headphones and it would just stop everything every time I connect headphones. So I don't know why there's an echo. I don't know why there would be an echo. Because my voice would not come into the computer. It's not taking my voice, and there's nothing else happening in the room. There's no other audio. I am the only thing putting into this microphone. Huh. No, yeah, I'm not listening to it in the background. That's what I don't... Oh, maybe it is coming through on the... Oh, hold on. I think I got it. Because I do have Twitch open here, and then I mute it, and that fixes everything. Right? Fixed. Perfect. Yes. No echo. Excellent. We fixed it. We did it together. Thank you. We did it together. What am I using for an audio interface? What's an audio interface? I don't understand any of this. Yeah, we're good. So, first things first. The very first thing that we must firstly do is welcome our very first moderator, Heroic Teddy. Take a bow, very good friend of mine. He's a mod. Be nice to him. You have to. You have to. Yep, there he is. Perfect. We got a mod. We're for real. We're legit. So, here we are. We're here. Everyone's here. Every single person is here. I did watch the Xbox showcase. I kind of skimmed it. There's some good stuff in there. I'll do like a whole video for all the Summer Game Fest stuff. So we are doing something a little different today. Something a little bit new. I don't know, a couple days ago, I started thinking about this, because this is the kind of, it just seemed like fun. I want to do more than just games, you know? So, so what we're going to do is we're going to design a game. We're going to design an awesome game. And I think in the future, I'm definitely going to, you know, like, we'll start out, like, opening it up, like, taking ideas from people or whatever. But for whatever reason, when this idea popped into my head, I just immediately just thought, like, Last of Us. I just immediately thought, just, like, gritty post-apocalypse. I don't know why. It just seemed like a funny idea. And so that's what we're going to do. we're going to create a game design document for a gritty post-apocalypse zombie game. And what we're going to do, and see, here's the thing is what I really wanted to do. This whole thing, I've been trying to stream and trying to figure out how to do things. And I really wanted to use my tablet. I have a Surface, a Windows Surface or whatever. And I wanted to draw too. And in the future, I do want to do that when I can finally figure that out. You know, I want to write and draw. You know, you got to draw concepts and stuff. But this time, I couldn't figure it out. I don't have the right cable or whatever. I couldn't. So, anybody here who also happens to be there might be no one. There might not be any. But if anyone here wants to draw, I have I didn't put it in the, I didn't put a thing in the Discord server. In the official Arlo Discord server, it's for patrons, and that's where I want people, there's a new channel on there, and I want people to drop their art into there, and I can periodically check it out. And I'm not like trying to like paywall or whatever. It's just that's like the easiest way I could think currently to like safely get submissions for this is in the Discord server. So yeah, I don't actually know. Like maybe no one here is an artist and also in the Discord server, but I don't know. We'll see. That's what I got. I don't know if anyone's got suggestions for. I just need like a really simple, easy way that people can just like throw art at me. We could just like do on the Twitter, but I don't know. I don't want to do it on a Twitter thread or whatever. Exiled Jouster has a good point. The Arlo Patreon is pretty great. It's only $2 a month, and you gain access to a whole lot. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the art thing goes. We'll see if that ends up being a thing. Yeah, I was supposed to tell everyone in the Discord that I'm doing this, but whatever, we'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. We're on here. I told Twitter. So yeah, I can't do art, but we're gonna design. You ready? Are you ready? Ready to design. We're gonna game design document right here. Are you ready, gamers? Because we're doing this. This is, okay. Game design document for line. Don't leak. For now, as we all know, you're gonna learn a lot about game dev here. As we all know, you start with a name. First thing, that's how you begin creating a game. You start with the name. So we need a good name. So I don't know, just needs to be like a good post-apocalypse-y zombie name. Like a couple days later. We're brainstorming here. This is not final. Okay. Some time after the the Alivists Corpse Catastrophe, that's good. The Last of Us and Knuckles the fortnight after. I like a couple days later. That's where I'm leaning toward that. Some time after the night before the dawn of the days later. I think I like that. The night before the dawn of the days later. Should it be a couple days later, or is that too far? The night before the dawn of... I'm going to go with the days later. I like this. The night before the dawn of the days later, and then parentheses, when the zombie apocalypse happened. The days leading up to, that's pretty good. The night before the days leading up to the... There, everything has to have a subtitle, so that's good. The night before the days leading up to the dawn of the days later. When the zombie apocalypse happened. I think we got it! That's pretty good. These are good too. I'm gonna get rid of those. I think we got it. Yeah, solid. It is pretty solid. So what else do we with a game? What's the first thing you do with a game? Characters. We need characters. We gotta establish this story. My thinking. We need a main character. A 30-ish to 40-ish year old man, a grizzled. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna name him Joe. Hold on, we gotta format this properly. Characters. We've got Joe. Joe. Alexander. Nah. Joe. J. McGrizzle. That's about right. Joe J. Jameson. Joe Averagencia. That's pretty good. Traits. Grizzled. Beardy. Do like beard level, I don't know what, 7.5. Seem about right? Yeah, hates hates zombies. Cause they ate his families. He had a few families. And they ate him. All of his, every single one. Yeah, so backstory. Let's just, you know what? We're gonna jump around. Opening scene. Let's give Joe a story. Hold on, a few more traits first. We gotta set the scene a little bit more. Beardy, looks real tired. Just real tired. Very, otherwise very, very normal and average. White male. Voiced by whoever is currently getting the most work in the industry. We want like the guy, you know? Your Troy Baker kind of like, we just, whoever's doing all of the characters, that's who I want. That's who I want for Joe. It's important for a zombie apocalypse game. Ryan Gosling, yeah, maybe. Weirdly buff. Like, not too buff, but really in shape. Enough so that you're not surprised when he fights and stuff. Yeah, but he's treated like he's average fitness, yeah. All right. Opening scene. This is where the game starts. Montage. On stage, montage of Joe spending quality time with all of his families. So many kids. So many. Having a great time. Theme parks. Etc. Let's see. Then one night he falls asleep on the couch. Wakes up in the middle of the night. Goes to check on one of his many daughters. He can't remember her name, but he loves her. He walks into her room, opens the door slowly with a long creak. Then he sees her. Her skin is pale. Her eyes are pale. She's smoking a cigarette. And wearing a cool leather jacket. Piercings all over. I'm a zombie now, Dad. Get over it. Big music sting. Cut to black. That's his origin story. Then, yeah, that's a good start. She has an electric guitar. Yeah. Blasts him with awesome wail on her electric guitar that looks like a skull. It's so cool. Possible montage of families getting eaten? Maybe? Not sure. We'll see. We'll see about that. So that's how the player gets introduced into the world that now there are zombies. Pop song insert? Maybe. What pop song? Yeah, what plays during the montage of his family's getting eaten? Does it have to be... What age should it be? I Need a Hero. Walking on Sunshine. Like, is that... How about Zombie by the Cranberries? That song's about zombies, I think. Gangnam Style. It's a lot of good ones. Itsy Bitsy Teen with a Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. That's almost too perfect, because like that's what a comedy game would do. It plays like a silly song. I'm gonna go with Zombie by the Cranberries. Plays too loud. It's just designed to play way louder than any other part of the game. This is good. Okay, so let's get back to characters. Now that we understand Joe J. McGrizzle a little bit more, what else do we have? I think that's basically it. Looks tired. 30-ish, 40-ish. I didn't put that in there, did I? 30-ish to 40-ish. Hates zombies. Wants to get back at the zombies for eating his families, all of them. Does the whole game have terrible audio mixing or just that montage? We'll have to see. Just got here. What are we doing? We're designing a game. We're creating a game design document for a game called The Night Before the Days Leading Up to the Dawn of the Days Later. It's a gritty, cinematic, award-winning. It's just gonna sweep every award they've got. It's gonna be so emotional. So we need a plucky sidekick / young person who gets to like be his daughter 2.0. I need let's do like a fancy Victorian name. I think that would be good for her. Elizabeth, Isabel. Is Jeff Keighley gonna get choked up when he gets the honor of premiering this trailer? We'll see. Diane Thruple? Is that a name? Make it a squirrel. Why is it a squirrel? Matilda. Let's do I like Elizabeth. Elizabeth Buttons. Traits. Is a squirrel, but doesn't look or act like it, and no one suspects. Elizabeth the Last. I like that. The Last. It's forward thinking. It's not like the third, the fourth. Probably the last. It's zombie apocalypse. Young girl. The daughter Joe never had after the real ones got eaten. At first he doesn't like her, then the journey together he learns to appreciate her. That's true. That'll come through in the story though. Elizabeth Buttons the Last. Where's backpack? That's good. Dresses. Fashionably enough for time period. Apocalypse happened, but plain enough that it doesn't stand out too much or make her look dated, you know? Light up shoes. Super bright light up shoes that endanger endanger everyone, but she won't change them for sentimental reasons we learn about in a pivotal scene. That's pretty good. That's good. We're establishing like story stuff. Should we establish when this is taking place? I'm thinking 2001. The last year when stuff was cool. Early 2000s? Yeah. It's pretty good. We'll just have like story stuff. This is a game design doc. That's how they write. Game takes place in 2001 because that was the last time stuff was cool. Most characters have cool bleach, blonde, spiky, slicked back hair. And flip phones that don't work. Frosted tips, yeah. Early 2001 or late 2001? That's up for interpretation. Spiky, yeah, you know, like Smash Mouth. That's the best kind of hair. So if anyone is in the Discord and wants to give me any art of Joe and Elizabeth, see if I got anything over here. No, at some point. All right. What else? What else? What should we do? What else should we do? Sorry, I'm trying to get my windows all working here. Use AI art. No! You have no clue what's going on, first time chatter. We're making a game. We're making a game. This is so don't leak this. Don't, okay? Nobody leak this. This is secret. It's a game called The Night Before the Days Leading Up to the Dawn of the Days Later, when the zombie apocalypse happened. No leaking allowed. Yeah, we're gonna pitch it to Nintendo. It seems is right up their alley. This is gonna be big. We have a character. We have Joe, a grizzled, old, like 30s, 40s-ish man, and the daughter that got eaten, but not really. This one's alive, and not actually a daughter, but like they grow close. Named Elizabeth Buttons the Last. You're gonna leak all of this? Come on, be cool. Be cool. And so we're making the characters, and anytime I don't if we come up with anything else for the characters. So what is the story? What's the setup? The story begins with Joe living in the name of the settlement in the city. How much of a story focus? Almost all story. Gameplay means very little. Almost all story. It's got to be emotional. It's so emotional. It's got to really, really get you. Living in a settlement, the Alivists, which is what they call themselves, call... What's the name of their new city? Walla Walla, Washington. Emotional damage. Is that the name of the city? Because I do like that. Aliveville, Livington, Homelandia. This is good. Livington or Aliveville? Livetropolis. I like too many of these. Oh. How about we kind of mix them? How about Alivetropolis? That's where all the alivists live. That's pretty good. Okay. Joe lives in a settlement called Alivetropolis. Like, he doesn't have enough... Sorry, still working this out. Zombies to worry about. It's the humans that are being jerks. Place is run by jerks. Leadership is just a bunch of jerks. It really does say something about society. Yeah, just jerks. You know, like it's a new world. We're trying to get along. We're trying to survive. Yeah, maybe humans were the true monsters. I didn't consider that. That's deep. That's deep right there. And the people running the place, they're just jerks. Who's the leader? Jerkules? They call the person Jerkules. Cost of living is high. Unemployment is bad. Yeah. In Alivetropolis. Unemployment is so high. This is how Sony works. Yeah, let's have the villain can never be a zombie because like zombies are just zombies. So the villain is going to have to be like the head jerk. What's the name of the head jerk who runs Alivetropolis? This is going to be a character. This is good. Okay. Let's see. Jerkules. Jerkules is the nickname. Joshua Jerkington. Jerky Johnny. Vince McJerk. Jake Jerkules. Okay, it's Jake Jerkules. You got it. Jake Jerkules. Traits. What is Jake Jerkules like? I am making a legit game. We are. We're making a super emotional, award-winning, gritty zombie game. Short. Short. Doesn't have a flying horse. Drinks too much coffee. Doesn't play into the story or get mentioned, but it's worth noting. Doesn't like confrontation. High-pitched voice. Afraid of airplanes. Afraid of airplanes, which is good because there really aren't any anymore. He's thankful every day. It's pretty good. He likes the way zombies think. We need something that he doesn't like to be what kills him at the end. Okay. Let's leave a note. Note. Airplane must kill him at the end. For irony. You think zombies are fake? Yeah. Thanks, Zombies are fake. Just doesn't believe it. Paper airplane does it, man. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think zombies are fake. No one agrees. Even the other jerks. This is pretty good. Cuts hair with... Cuts... He's a lot deeper than the other characters. This is going to be one of those things where, like, everybody's favorite character is the villain. Because they're just so much more deep and interesting. Cuts hair with kitchen scissors. Cuts his own hair. Jake is a Far Cry villain. Yeah. This is pretty good. So Jake Jerkules runs... His right foot is slightly bigger than his left one. Really building out a profile here. Speaks in toad voice. Cuts himself with a butter knife. It's good. So okay, back to the story. Lives in a live Tropolis. Joe. Joe is our protagonist. His posse is called the Jerk Squad. Okay, I'll add that one. Jerk Squad is self-named. That's pretty good. So, they live in a live Tropolis. Joe-tagonist. Is he really the villain? That'll be for the sequel. He's your cup of Joe as he defeats... Okay, well that's a thing about Joe. Makes a lot of jokes about his own name. Hey, here's your cup of Joe is his favorite. Voice clip plays when he takes out most zombies, like in a JRPG. That's good. Joe you later. That doesn't even make sense. Here's Joey. He really just goes for it. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. Looks like you're freshly ground. That's pretty good. Now it's Joe time. Now it's Joe time. That's good. It's Joe time is pretty common as well. Get joned. Like pwned. It's terrible. That's awful. I love it. Okay. Joe works in a live Tropolis. Joe is pretty much always sad about his families, but he keeps pushing day to day. Just about to give up hope when on one fateful day he needs to like go on a mission or something. Oh, one fateful day he gets in a big argument with Jake. It was Jake, right? Jake Jerkules, the villain. You know what? We gotta put the villain. That'll be how he's introduced. Like the game starts and it gives like a little name card when he comes up. Just be like, let's not beat around the bush. You can tell. You can tell this guy's no good. About planes and how they're cool. Yeah, Jake thinks planes are really cool. Or, Joe does. Get a big argument with Jake. Joe insists that planes are super cool, and he misses them. Jake disagrees. Jake punishes Joe by sending him on a deadly mission to collect mission out of the settlement. What do they need? What do the settlement needs something, and he's gonna go on a dangerous mission to go get something. Yes, hope you're all taking notes. There will be a test at the end. Pineapple butter, yeah. Toothbrushes, paper clips. Toaster strudels from the Pillsbury factory. Milk bread. Yeah, I like toaster strudels from the Pillsbury factory. That's pretty good. More kitchen scissors to collect Pillsbury brand toaster strudels. Strawberry, if he can find them, but any is okay. Will those be the collectibles? No, it's just a story thing. Okay. Joe sets off on his mission. Along the way, he falls in love, has another family, and it gets eaten by zombies during a big showdown at the toaster strudel factory. Yeah, Jake doesn't think the mission is dangerous because he doesn't believe in zombies. That's good. I like that. Let's put that. Jake doesn't think the mission is dangerous because he doesn't believe in zombies. So at the toaster strudel factory, Joe has a big encounter and his family gets eaten again. But then, Joe is conveniently knocked out. No brain damage or lasting issues. He wakes up. Where does he wake up? Yeah, like I have to clarify that. In Kentucky, in Deadville, in Ohio, in the Twinkie factory, and that's weird. In a dumpster, all right. In a dumpster. He has been saved by Elizabeth. Whoops, Elizabeth Buttons. And then let's write this scene. We're gonna write this scene. So this is the opening scene. We're gonna write the scene where they meet. Joe, this is the... We'll just call this the dumpster scene. Let's see. Joe grumbles, and the camera is all black. He slowly opens his eyes. Everything is all blurry. Like as though to suggest that that's what he's seeing. We're looking through his eyes for this shot. Just making sure that's clear for the cutscene animators. Wipes the camera off, slips on a banana peel. Finally, you woke up! Finally, you're awake! A familiar voice shrieks. At first, it looks like that one daughter Joe couldn't remember the name of from the opening cutscene. Yeah, like she screams. Finally, you're awake! Poking with a stick. But then it turns out it's actually not her. Which makes a lot of sense because she is dead or a zombie or something. I don't know. Joe sits up and sees Elizabeth, who has been throwing wet marshmallows at his face. Girl of age relatively close to that of my deceased daughter. Get away from me. I refuse to emotionally attach to you. All right. Are wet marshmallows a thing? I mean, I don't imagine they absorb a lot of wetness, but like, I also don't imagine it would feel great if even it was just slightly. I feel like they get kind of slimy. Get a little bit slimy. Wouldn't feel good if it like hit you in the face. It's gonna be hard for the animators to make the marshmallows look wet. That's true, but you know what? We're gonna have a huge budget. We're gonna make everyone crunch like crazy. Abuse the heck out of these developers until those marshmallows look like they are wet, and you're like, that's a wet marshmallow I'm looking at. You see it hit his face. This is gonna be a game with so many A's, you don't even know. Way above AAA. Absolutely. That's how you win the awards. Who's publishing this? Oh, I don't know. Start the bidding. Ray traced wet marshmallow. Yeah, that's good. Lot of A's. At least quadruple, but I'm thinking 5 or 6 easy. 8K on all platforms. Yeah. Let's see. Elizabeth puts her hands on her hips. Sorry. We gotta, like, kill zombies and stuff together. Because I saved you. And because you can't leave me behind You're an adult. Be responsible. Yeah, she's pretty sassy. Will her light up shoes trigger the first action scene? Maybe. You know what? Speaking of that, just then, zombie attack. Okay, you know what? Let's pause. Let's pause. You want to draw these characters? Go for it. Please do. Share them with us. Let me go look at the Discord real quick. Nah, none than the Discord. It's the only way I have. You know what? If anyone draws anything, you could just put it on the Twitter thread, and I'll check that every once in a while. We'll see. See if we get anything. Let's see. Hold on. Still trying to mess with my windows. Sorry. What's Joe's weapon? Oh, I don't know. He doesn't have a weapon yet. So let's pause. Let's take a break from story and characters. Let's start looking at gameplay. What is the gameplay of this game? Anyone who's just joined us, I'm gonna keep reminding you. This is a game called The Night Before the Days Leading Up to the Dawn of the Days Later, when the zombie apocalypse happened. We have Joe. Joe is our main character. Young teenage girl Elizabeth Buttons the Last, who is a squirrel but doesn't look or act like it. No one suspects. The villain is Jake Jerkules. He'll come up later, though. He's like a really deep, really cool, like everyone loves. When they do a show adaptation, like everyone's going to be crazy about Jake Jerkules. Are the zombies fast or slow? Oh, we gotta figure that out. So let's look at gameplay. I'm envisioning. I'm digging deep here. I really want this game to stand out. I want it to really stand out. So I'm thinking third-person shooter. Let's start with zombie types. You know what kind of gameplay you have if you look at zombie types. So when you're talking about, okay, zombie types, and they need like ER names, you know, runner. We're gonna start with puker. You always gotta have the gross pukey one. Puker. Pukes. Super gross. Whoops. It's pretty good. Yeah. Stinker. Super gross. Pukes on you. Causes some kind of poison zombie damage. Probably. You know what it is? It's like in Resident Evil 3 Remake, where you gotta puke too if you want to fix it. I just played that. You eat an herb, you gotta puke it up. That's the solution. Yeah, so the puker's gross pukes on you. Okay. Screecher. Okay. Screecher. Screeches real loud. That's like the one that freaks everyone out. It's just so loud when it sees you. The screech doesn't really do anything. It's just like loud and scary. Jumper. Yeah, we got a jumper. Jumper. Jumps around. Oh no. So hard to shoot when it keeps jumping. It's pretty good. We need one type of zombie that no one is bothered by. Yeah. It's like a lounger. Doesn't really do anything. Seems pretty lazy. They'll, like, look at you if you get close. But, eh. Rob zombie where they steal your medical supply. Okay. Rob zombie. Pickpockets you. Giggles and runs away. So then we got Slimer. Super gross. Puts poison slime all over you. Yuck. What else? The loungers have a couch with them at all times. Yeah, they're just all, you just find them on couches. Like you just, whenever you're like going in a house, you know, you're trying to like loot it or whatever. They're just on the couch. They're just hanging out. This is really making me think of Ghost House. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. Film cow. Ghost House. And Jason Steele wrote a book. And ghosts really like to play tricks and they're mean. That's funny. A nice zombie. Should we have a nice zombie? Is that going to be like a character? Or just like a zombie that's nice to you when you see it? Flyers. Yeah, flyers is good. What do they call them though? Swoopers. Swoopers. They fly? They got flying zombies now at this part of the game. Flies around and swoops. Zwoops. Let's just keep it zwoops down on ya. Really good. Good at making you waste all of that precious ammo you just collected. The emotional character zombie we grow to love, but constantly waving the red flag to inform players they're not making it through the game. That's pretty good. How about barfers? They barf all over you. You have to cure the poison. You have to. Do I bite popsicles? I have sensitive teeth. I remember like when I was a kid, I like lost my front teeth, and then when they grew back, they were sensitive. And they weren't sensitive before that, but they have been ever since. I'll bite one, like, I don't know, sometimes. Yeah, on occasion. I'm not gonna like chew on it, but like, yeah, I'll break off a piece and suck on it. It's annoying just like licking a popsicle forever, so like, I don't know. No food shaming. Tell your friends whatever their opinion is, or maybe you're the food shamer. I don't know who's food shaming who. You should all just hug it out. Say, I'm sorry I food shamed you. You bite your popsicle, or you don't bite your popsicle, whatever you want. Where were we? All right, what are the kinds of zombies? Ooh, the scary one. Listeners. They're blind, so you have to sneak around them. They also shriek when they hear you, which is kind of confusing because they're not, what do we call them? Screamers? Screecher. They're not screechers, but they also screech. It's a whole thing. It's a zombie thing. Rollers. I don't know what a roller does, but we got rollers. What do they roll on? Like rollerblades, makeshift wheels. They just roll, like just physically, they just roll themselves. They roll everywhere. They're surprisingly fast. Like, I don't think I could roll that fast, but it's still really not enough to catch you. But they do it anyway, and I think I can appreciate their determination. It's nice that they have a thing. A type of zombie that can detach parts of their body and add on parts from other zombies around them. That makes no sense. That's something that actually affects the gameplay in an interesting way. Nah. Instead of that, I'm gonna do hurlers. They hurl on you. Ew. There. Much better. Oh, forgot. Very important kind of zombie. Bigums. The big ones. The ones that come out like a third of the way through the game, and whenever you see one, you're like, oh man. A bigum. This is going to be a fight. Hope I don't have to use this grenade. I only have the one. And my daughter gave it to me for my birthday. Oops, started to slip back into story mode there. Invisible zombie that can attack you from behind. I'm gonna go for that only because I came up with the great name. Jump scarers. Invisible. Sneak up on you. Big scare. They also screech. But they're not screechers. Get it right. There is only one kind of zombie called a screecher. All right, that's a pretty good spread. And you'll just, yeah, okay, there you go. I'm happy with that. Zombie that's small, the big zombie throws. Yeah, or like one that has like a bobsled and then a football one. I love Plants vs. Zombies so much. Played it so much, and I'm still so sad that they just ruined it. Second one is just microtransaction garbage. The third person one, I don't know, it's probably fine as a shooter game, but that's just not the same kind of game at all. Love Plants vs. Zombies. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many just hours I sunk into that. It's very good. All right, gameplay. So it's a shooter. Crafting. Definitely need crafting. So we're gonna go up. Third-person shooter. Crafting. Don't know what kind yet, but doesn't matter. We have crafting. Shoehorned multiplayer mode. Needs loot boxes. I don't know, the big cinematic ones that win the awards. They don't usually have those. Gotta have traps to kill the zombies with? Yeah. What can you craft? Stuff you can craft. Traps. Like, boxes with the little stick and the food hanging inside. There's one. You can capture zombies and raise them. We're gonna put a question mark on that. Mode where you capture zombies and raise them? Put that in parentheses just so we know. That's just an idea. That's if this, you know, it's if we have the scope for it, if we have the budget. Trap only works on loungers. Yeah, zombie chow garden. We are live, Sharp Edge. Hello. We are. I did not notify the Discord because I forgot, and I just didn't do it. Soccer minigame? Okay, we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this and we're gonna put these in features to add if we have the money. Mode where you capture zombies and raise them. Soccer minigame. I don't know why. Just mode where you are Batman. Ooh, good crossover. Mode where you are Batman? I like it. Really makes you feel like Batman killing zombies. I do have a Discord, and it is true. For $2 a month, you can access the official Arlo Stuff Discord server, and I know that makes everyone say, why are you paywalling a Discord? But I'm sorry, I have to give perks to my Patreon users, and it makes it a smaller community. It's a little bit more, it's a tight-knit kind of thing. I'm sorry. The rights for Batman will be a lot of money, but I mean, again, this is a 5 or 6A game. We're gonna have the budget for it. When you know you're gonna win all the awards. Item shop with Spider-Man in it. It's pretty good. Item shop with Goku in it. It's another good mode. What's another good, like, mini game or something? Zombie fighting mini game. Or just any kind of mini game, I guess. Cooking minigame like that. Fishing. Yeah, okay. It's true. Can we just have chow garden with zombies? Maybe not even the zombies. If we can swing it, maybe just chow garden. Like, we'll just ask Sega. So, like, maybe no zombies, just chow garden. I'd be fine with that. Like, if that was a way to get a chow garden. There you go. Will a friendly zombie be a chef for the cooking minigame? Yeah, maybe. All right, back to games. Game stuff, game playing. You can craft, okay, you can craft traps like a box with the little stick and the food hanging inside to trap zombies. You can craft, tape stuff to grenades. So they're like different grenades. Like wet marshmallow grenade. Is the game more of an action game or a survival horror? I like to think it's more of a cinematic story game. It's more of an emotion game. That's what I'm thinking. That's the way I see this. Grappling hook grenade. It's pretty good. Did I ever play the Zombie Garden in the first Plants vs. Zombies? I did. And I even messed with the clock on my PC because it was so easy to just farm money. It took forever. Yeah, we're going to do grappling hook. Oh my gosh, can't spell grenade. Grenade, what else? Grenade. It's like Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, exactly. You tape a grenade to your grenade, then the shrapnel will be another 100 grenades. Yeah. Dinosaur nuggets. It's pretty good. Barf grenade. Barf grenade. Okay, why not? Must farm zombie barf. But that's different from puke and hurl and slime. Yeah, knife grenade is pretty good. That's enough grenades for now. What? Okay, so we got traps, we got grenades. What other stuff can we craft in this game? Ariana Grenade. That's good. Skittles grenade, so that when it explodes, it makes other zombies trip and fall. Okay, I'll add that one. I will just for the product placement, because we'll get more money. Skittles grenade that makes zombies all like... Whoa. Whoa. How do I do that? Whoa. And fall down with a... Bonk. That's the sound it makes whenever a zombie falls down, including when you kill a zombie and it falls down. I add a note. Note. Every single time a zombie falls down, it makes that noise. Even without Skittles. Skittles would be a big thing. Skittles everywhere. There's a whole trip to the Skittles factory. It's pretty good. Does every destroyed zombie appendage make its own boonk? Every time like a bullet casing hits the ground. Every time your foot hits the ground when you walk. Boonk! That's pretty good. No M&Ms, though. That's a competing candy. Strudel launcher. Yeah, okay. We gotta have... Toaster, strudel, grenade. Self-explanatory. Hat crafting. Hats. Craft hats. Silly cosmetic for the photo mode. Pushes social media engagement and spread. Perfect. A hat for your hat. A hat. Very good. Alrighty. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, I should mention, I meant to mention this earlier. All of the music that you have been enjoying this whole time is done by Northnin. He did all of the music for ArloCast. Does all the music for ArloCast. ArloCast is not dead forever. Not happening right now. All of it. Everything that's been playing is all Northnin. I'm just on his SoundCloud. Playing all this stuff. It's really good. And the first album you heard was a whole entire collection of KK Slider covers, and they're all super amazing. Super de-duper amazing. Let's see, checking my Twitter real quick, just see if anyone put anything on the thread. Anybody? Nah, no art yet. That's all right. That's okay. Alright, so what else are we doing here? It is dope music. It's very dope. It's very good. He actually has a new album out right now. It's called District Zero. Just came out like a week ago. Go check it out. You can see it on SoundCloud. Everything. Every platform you can think of. Super good. You should be able to craft vinyl records containing music of your own composition in this game. That's a pretty good one. Am I actually designing a game, or is this just for fun? What do you think? You think this is a joke with a name like The Night Before the Days? This is serious. It's a serious game. It's gonna be it's 5 or 6A game. Sextuple A game. It's gonna win all the awards. All of them. Every award in every category. It's gonna sweep everything. Add the Ocarina of Time so you can restart whenever you want. We'll see about that. I'll put that in question. I'll put that down in the maybe. Ocarina of Time. Craftable guitar must be pronounced guitar by all of the characters. It's pretty good. Yeah, you can craft guitars. Characters. All characters, regardless of accent, call them guitars. Like that. Joe is going to be so versatile, yeah. That's world building right there. That's good. So, okay, so we got a little bit of gameplay. You have crafting. That's really all we talked about, but I mean, like, what else do you need? I mean, I guess you need stealth. sneaking up on zombies. But more important is sneaking up on possibly innocent humans. Whole sections of the game just going and just killing every person you can before you even know if they're a bad guy or not. Everyone is a bad in this world. You just assume. You just assume. Let's see. Got the zombie types. Yeah, okay, so we gotta get back to like the emotional stuff, because that's what this is gonna be sold on. That's what this is gonna be sold on, is its emotional moments. So let's hit like, let's do kind of a, yeah, we're doing like a treatment. Okay, so we have the beginning of the story, wakes up in a dumpster, he's been saved by Elizabeth Buttons. They go on an adventure. On that adventure, what's some story beats? They're gonna meet up with more characters. They meet up with a number of colorful characters. In a bunker, they find a weird man named... You gotta catch up on the lore. The Alivists is what all of the alive people call themselves. You got zombies and you got Alivists. They live in Alive-tropolis. Manny. It's pretty good. At some point you meet your dad and he's disappointed in you for not taking over the family spaghetti restaurant. I like that. Named Johnny Plates. He's got guns and stuff. No nonsense. Definitely dies. Let's see, who's next? In a spaghetti kitchen, they find Joe's dad, who's still disappointed that Joe didn't take over the family business. Only member of Joe's family who didn't get eaten by zombies at the beginning gets eaten by a zombie. All right. It's pretty good. Every male character has the first letter of the name be J. That's really what we've done so far. The dad's name should also be Joe. Joe's dad. Joe. Turns into a lounger. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, where else? Deep down in the sewers, they meet a woman named... Let's see. Anyone? Anyone got anything? Martha, yeah. Dad's the final boss. He doesn't fight you, he just says he's disappointed. Janice Joplin? In a sewer. Why is her name Janice Joplin? Okay. Janice Joplin. Joe is like, like Janis Joplin. And she just looks at him. Nothing really choppy about her. What's her thing, though? What is her thing? She's sassy. That's pretty good. She hates cheesy food. She really likes toast. She's the leader of a group of resistance fighters against the zombies. I like it. She's the leader of a group of resistance fighters who fight zombies. They are called the... What are they called? She wears Mr. Beast merch. The Zombie Brigade. The Still Livingest. That's the best one so far. She wears a zombie skin coat. Oh no. She wears Mr. Beast shirts. Over them, she wears a zombie skin coat. It smells. But no, she won't take it off. Not even to shower. She's the leader of a group of resistance fighters who fight zombies. They're called the... Yeah, I think Still Alivists. Well, we already have Alivists, don't we? So they're called like... No, yeah, the Livingists. Still Livingists. The Still Livingists. How about the Zombie Haters with a Z Club? She's the recipient of one of Mr. Beast's philanthropic endeavors and has robot eyes. That's pretty good. Zombie Haters Club. Okay. In a different dumpster, they meet a talking what? What kind of animal? Pinecone, frog, ostrich, yeah. Ostrich, huge. A huge one. It's picking at some pizza, and they remark about it, and it's like, who you calling a turkey? Even though they didn't call it a turkey. They immediately cook and eat it. Next. Boy or girl ostrich? I don't know. It just kind of assumes everyone's calling it a turkey. That's a big turkey. Who are you calling a turkey? We didn't say turkey. We said, oh my gosh, is there an ostrich in that dumpster? Yeah, that's the end of that character. The point was that they had to make the difficult emotional decision to cook and eat the talking ostrich. That's the point. Really emotional. Let's hammer this home. Really emotional scene. Moral how do you spell dilemma? Dilemma. Okay, yeah. Autocorrect is not working, so I'm just gonna misspell dilemma. Dilemma. 1 L. 2 L's. 1 M. 3 M's. 4 L's. There we go. Moral dilemma. Super sad music. Bear McCreary. Probably. How do they kill it? It just cuts. It just cuts. That's how it goes. The scene goes. They look and they're like, "Wow, is that an ostrich in that dumpster?" The ostrich goes, "I should just be writing this. Let's just write it." Ostrich scene. Joe and Elizabeth approach a dumpster. Dumpster. There's an ostrich inside eating a pizza. They wonder where that pizza came from, but neither says it out loud. This is just lore to put into the art book. Joe says, "Oh my gosh. Is that an ostrich in that dumpster?" Stop saying dumpster. Dumpster. Ostrich. Who you calling turkey? Smash cut to Joe and Elizabeth eating the ostrich. There, that's the scene. Is it going to be an online mode? Absolutely. Shoehorned multiplayer. Very important. Yeah, and it's like, it's super emotional. Sad music. The things we must do to survive in this cruel world. Am I right? Sad music as they continue to eat the ostrich. Yeah, whole time. They eat the whole thing. Tears in their eyes. Super sad. So while we're talking about story beats, we got to talk about like the main thing. So they you know, they're trying to get somewhere. I don't know. Game is about fighting zombies, going places, meeting people who die. But then we gotta get to like the scene, you know? What's the scene? How do we make everything Jake's fault? Yeah, we gotta bring Jake back in. Okay. This is gonna be good. We gotta really think. Okay, so Jake is the leader of, what were they called again? Anyone who's just joined us, Jake Jerkules is the villain. It's clearly stated when you meet him. Maybe he even says it himself. He thinks zombies are fake. The Jerk Squad. Self-named The Jerk Squad. So Joe and Elizabeth Buttons, they get somewhere, reach what was supposed to be the cool settlement with no jerks and like a still functioning theme park. No, not a theme park. A round one. You know those arcades? We don't have one where I live. The closest was gonna be in Sacramento, and then COVID happened. They didn't build it, and I don't know if they're going to, but I've been to a round one, and they're so cool. So there's a settlement, there's a rumor. I should write this down. Being people who die, they keep hearing a rumor that there's a cool settlement. Let's just lift this here. There's a cool settlement with no jerks and like still functioning round one. Skee ball and everything. And no one is charging. It's just free play. Every day. Bowling still costs money. But that's it. I mean, you gotta buy the food too. Obviously. But who cares? What were we talking about? Jake has been breeding an army of killer ostriches. That's pretty good. Okay, so Joe and Elizabeth Buttons reach this settlement. It's called something about how it's like kind of normal. Like normal, because everyone's trying to find that place where things aren't apocalypsy. They're not all apocalypsy. Less apocalypsia, aka return to normalcyville. They get there, and it turns out Jake. What was his last name? I can't even remember. Jerkules. How can I forget that? Jake Jerkules is the leader. He wormed his way in. He bribed everyone with the toaster strudels Joe gets at the beginning. That's a big twist. That's a big twist right there. What does worm? You never heard worm, like you worm your way in? Kind of like squeeze in, kind of sneak in, or, you know? How much money do we have to donate to get an indie dev to make this real? At least $1 billion for how many A's this game is gonna have. Bribed everyone so he used the toaster strudels. Big shocker. Big shocker. So now he's the leader. He challenges Joe to a simple game of what's like a one-on-one Or like a physical game. Like basketball or like bowling. Yeah, bowling at round 1. Of bowling. Joe sees that this cruel and corrupt man needs to be removed. But he's also growing attached to Elizabeth, which we forgot to develop earlier. So now it just needs to happen now. Jake is about to win fair and square, and Elizabeth spills Coke on Jake's shoe. Joe and Elizabeth have a big emotional moment. They hug. It's like he has his daughter back. Then he makes a difficult, emotional decision to murder every single person in the settlement. Joe is like, I'm doing this for you. And she's like, wait, no. And he kills all of them. Hundreds and hundreds. He finishes up and she's like, wow. I think humans might have been the monsters all along? The zombies all along? Okay, pause. This needs to be good. So let's think about this. This is our big emotional moment. Is there like a better better way? I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. They're bowling and then he's just like, I gotta kill everybody. Is it good? Oh, okay. And Elizabeth, no, and Joe is like, yeah, probably. Suddenly, turns out Jake wasn't dead. He's about to kill Joe with, what's he using to kill Joe? A broom, paddle ball. How about the little thing, like for air hockey, the little paddle? I don't know what you call it. With that little paddle thing you use for air hockey. Elizabeth jumps behind him. No, Elizabeth flies a plane into the building. And Jake is like, oh no, I hate planes. And drowns himself in the soda fountain. in his crippling fear. How's that? This is character. It all comes around. You're like at the beginning. He hates planes. Elizabeth has saved Joe. And they have another big emotion moment. Just another one. Just have multiple. But then turns out Jake is alive again. He's coming at Joe with I mean, really anything. Gun. Uh-oh. Just a straight up gun. But then Joe is like, look out behind you. A zombie. You're gonna love this. You're all gonna love this. A zombie. Jake says, yeah, I don't believe in zombies. So, you're lying. But, turns out, the zombie was real. It eats Jake. Hercules. Joe and Elizabeth have a it's got to be spelled correctly. Another big emotional scene. And the zombie is a pilot as well. Is this the end of Jake? I mean, we'll see. We will see. It is a lot of twists and turns. I think it's pretty good. I don't throw the term Shakespeare around often. Are we, oh, we're at the end of the music, aren't we? Almost. When that song is done, I should start it over again. Let's see. So they have another emotional scene, but it can't end that way. It has to be, that's the thing. It can't just be emotional because it was scary. It's got to be like, it's got to make you think about who was really the zombies, right? So there has to be another moral dilemma right at the end. What's another moral moral dilemma for the ending? The real zombies were the friends we made along the way. Then the zombie that ate Jake shambles over, barfs. It's a barfer. Joe kills it. Elizabeth is like, whoa, man, too far. I think human people might be the actual monsters in this world. Know what I mean? And Joe says sorry. The end. And by monsters, I mean zombies, to clarify. So that's what we have right now. Death metal credits music. That's pretty good. Yeah. Over credits. Long credits. Lot of credits. Will there be DLC? Yeah, but only for the multiplayer. That's our post-credit scene? Oh, I don't know. Do you get a post-credit scene in this game? Too many credits. But 2/3 of the way through the credits, music ends and it just silent. That happens. I've played games like that. It's like you didn't line up the music with the credits. You just kind of like, you just put it and you're like, all right, that's it. It's weird. This is good. I mean, I'm hesitant to end just because there's so much potential in this story. There's so many things that we could do with this. With the gameplay, the shooting zombies gameplay. Let's run through and make sure there's nothing else. Any other like gameplay stuff? We got the main emotional story beats, including Joe getting another family and also losing it. Got a couple scenes. I kind of just ended up writing a whole scene. So yeah, let's put this in the part where we put like full scenes. We know it's a third-person shooter. We know there's crafting. We have a lot of stuff to craft. My favorite part was when they cooked the turkey. Yeah. Stealth. Okay, I want to talk more about stealth. A little bit more about this. Stealth sections with zombies are long. One single mistake kills you. They just go on and on and on. I'm thinking 2/3 of the game is stealth. What do you think? No autosaves. Toaster strudel grenade is OP. Yeah, lots of stealth. Now, I don't want to be too derivative, but I just keep picturing characters moving ladders around. You had to leave for an hour. What have you missed? You missed the ending. We wrote the ending. We wrote the emotional ending. Yeah, moving ladders around. But instead of ladders, it's hold on. Lots of sections where you have to move stuff around so you can get over puddles. I'm not going to go further. I'm not going to specify. Just so you can get over puddles. Puddles of various kinds. Planks of wood. Yeah, that kind of thing. Oh, where's the part? Okay, we need to write a scene about her light up shoes. I forgot about that. Let's do a scene. Let's go back. Oh yeah, the scene where they meet and then zombie attack. And then what happens there? Because you can't leave me behind. You're an adult. Be responsible. Just then, zombie attack. I don't know. It kind of writes itself. Doesn't matter. What happened to all the parts where they meet people? Where did that go? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, if you missed something, they met an ostrich and they ate it. Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay. Something super emotional, sad music. That's the... We're gonna write... Okay. Scene where Joe and Elizabeth and current friend who is about to be eaten are sneaking somewhere dark. Elizabeth's light up shoes are going crazy. The zombies are screeching and puking. So what happens? What do we see? How does this scene play out? How does this theme get explored? She stomps her foot. Be responsible! And then the light flashes. Oh, that's good. De-aged Harrison Ford. Zombies are screeching. And then, okay. And then Joe is like, I'm gonna leave you and your crazy, cool shoes behind. And he's about to. But then turns out he actually thinks she's cool and fun to have around. So he turns around and kills all the zombies. They have an emotional moment where he says her shoes are just fine. Let them flash up the world. Big scene after where they look at pretty stuff and pet rhinos. There, that's that arc. This is part script. We've got game design stuff in here. We've got gameplay. It is kind of missing some Joe puns. I feel like they're kind of they're kind of a given though. Those are just going to be put in everywhere. Yeah, it's this beautiful scene where there are rhinos from the zoo, and they're like, nature is healing. I think that's the only other arc that we had. We had Jake Jerkules, his whole arc. We had Light Up Shoes, his family. We got all the emotional moments we need. And we've got characters. Just to sum up, we've got Joe J. McGrizzle and Elizabeth Buttons. They go on adventures, zombie adventures. Jake Jerkules, the villain, and they meet a couple other colorful characters. We have Johnny Plates. He's got a bunch of guns. No nonsense, definitely dies. Right, there's a whole scene where they find Joe's dad, Joe, who's the only person in his family who didn't get eaten by zombies, gets eaten by a zombie. Deep down in the sewers, I'm starting to forget the stuff that we wrote. What does the J stand for? J. Do we have any quirky characters? Well, we had the ostrich. Briefly. They find Janis Joplin. That didn't really develop into anything, but there are sequels. The Zombie Haters Club. Unless we want to do something right now, they could go on like a whole... Okay, how about they go on a whole mission with these people. What happens during that mission? It's got to be emotional. There's got to be a moral dilemma. Really big one. A really big are the humans the monsters moment. Elizabeth nearly dies. Could, yeah. Nothing happens but Joe makes an outrageous amount of puns. I like that. It just plays out and it's just kind of successful. You know what? It's good to have a variety in your game. The whole thing goes really, really well. No one dies. They all part on good terms. No moral dilemmas. That's life, you know? Even in a zombie apocalypse, it's not all bad. Good days and bad days. How about that? Where's the it's all just a dream? Not in this one. I think we've wrapped everything up. We've got gameplay. We've got long stealth sections. Let's get back to the gameplay. Where am I? Story. More story. Mostly story. That's most of the game. It's just cutscenes and emotion and stuff. It's third-person shooter. We got crafting. We got stuff you can craft. Shoehorn multiplayer mode. Stealth. Lots of killing people. Lots of killing innocent humans. Cannot stress this enough. Lots and lots of humans. You don't know if they're good or bad, but you gotta just kill them on sight. Very important. It's the main point of the game. And then long stealth sections with zombies. Moving stuff around to get over puddles. That is the other, like, 1/3 of the game. Need to know if Joe ever finds out if Elizabeth is a squirrel or not. No! No one suspects. There's no reason to. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Elizabeth Buttons is secretly a squirrel. It doesn't look or act like it, and no one suspects, and that's the end of that. I think we got a game here. I think we have an emotional game. I can't think of any other way to put more emotion into it. More families? Maybe? More families? Hold on. Go down to the bottom. Features to add. More families? One question mark. Jake Jerky, these children take revenge. I mean, there's a lot that can happen in the sequel. We cannot come up with the sequel title today. Because if we're going to do that, that's got to be like we're really doing a sequel. Which is good if there's anything that we left out here. Anyone who just joined us, it was quite a long time ago. We came up with zombie types. We got Puker, Screecher, Jumper, Lounger, Rob Zombie, who robs you. Thank you, Teddy. Slimer, Swoopers, Barfers, Listeners, Rollers, and Hurlers, and Bigums, and Jump Scarers. Which zombie is everyone's favorite? Everyone pick a favorite zombie. I think for me it's a tie between Hurlers, Barfers, Slimers, and Bigums. Love Bigums. Love fighting Bigums. Like rollers. I'm getting a lot of Rob zombies, yeah. Barfers and Pukers? You gotta pick one. I like the sleepy ones. Honk shoe zombie. Cute. There's also a... Okay. Stealth sections. At least one section where you have to be quiet because a lounger is sleeping and you're not scared of him, but he looks really comfortable. There we go. Ostrich escort mission? I mean, if they didn't eat it. Think we're good. We got a game. This is gonna win so many awards. It's so emotional. We see like a description, just like a vertical slice description. Like, what is this game about? What this game's about? Emotional. We really want the player to wonder, was Peoples the zombies the whole time? Super cinematic. Super sad. Makes you think about how people can be real jerks. Also about how zombie apocalypse would really stink. All right. And win lots of awards. Very important. We want the players to weep openly 2 days after finishing the game. Yeah. What of a moral dilemma of we need to ask him directions, but he's sleeping and looks so comfortable. The dilemma of being polite or doing what you need to around a sleeping zombie. That's funny. I like it. I think we might be done with this one. This was good. This was fun. I really enjoyed this. I do wish my drawing tablet was working. I need to get, it's a whole thing. I want to draw while I do it, you know, draw the characters. In the future, I need to get a better way, and especially as we get more people, maybe there just weren't enough people this time. We need a better way for people to submit art. We have art. Someone gave us art. Hold on a second. Jake. Oh, yes, it's a picture of Jake. It's coming. There we go. Perfect. No planes. It's got with scissors. So it looks terrible. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. This is good. That's what we got. That's the art that we got. But you know what? That's something. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Momo. That's lovely. What's everyone saying about it? Everyone likes that? Yes. That's great. Yeah. In the future, we'll try to. I love the interactivity. I loved getting all your thoughts and opinions and stuff. It's perfect. This is great. Okay, yeah. Is this a thing that you all like? Is this a thing that I should do more of? Because once I got the idea, I just was like, this is all I want to do. I was just like so excited. What is playing now? I don't know. I'm going to go back to KK Slider stuff. Again, reminding everyone. In fact, let me just bring this over. Northman. Pardon me. New album, District Zero, just came out. Super good. Northman does great music. Super great music. Lots of albums. He's done music for ArloCast and other projects that haven't happened yet, but I have music for them at least. Very, very good. Very, very, very good. Listen to his music. Tell him he is great on Twitter. You must. I'll leave that there. Why not? Can you not do a poll? So here's the thing. I could do anything. We could design any game we want. Next time we'll start at nothing, like no ideas at all, and we'll go from there. This, for some reason, I just wanted to do gritty post-apocalypse zombie game. But yes, let me know if this is a thing that you like. I'm seeing a good amount of yeses. That makes me happy because I did enjoy it. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. I would love to do more. I don't know if we can top this game either, but you know what? We're gonna try sometime. I don't know if should the next stream be this or should I go back to games? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Need to get me to affiliate. I thought I was affiliate. Maybe I have to enable it or something? Because I hit the requirements to be affiliate, I'm pretty sure. Before I go... Oh, I have to enable it, okay. Well, next time. Yeah, then you could just do polls and we could do polls for all sorts of stuff. Perfect. Now that we are at the end, I will answer 3 questions. That is how I end my streams. 3 questions. I will answer. I want to give clarification. Someone asked me the other day what my favorite snack was, and I didn't have a lot of specifics, but I do want to shout out one specific thing that I have been enjoying greatly. It's my favorite current snack, and I should have thought of it. I'm doing no sugar right now. So this is the weird snack. I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's weird, but I just love it. I take peanut butter. I have this sugar-free sweetener powder, and I put a little bit in there, and I mix it up real good, so it's kind of sweet. And then I take yogurt, thick Greek yogurt, put that in there. Chia seeds, just a bunch of chia seeds because they're really good for you, really high fiber. They actually lower your blood sugar. And they're just crunchy little fun things, and they help make it thick too because they chia seeds. They make a jelly. It's weird. Those in there, blueberries. Mix the whole thing up a little bit, not too much. I don't want it all completely combined. And the blueberries make it cold and thicker, and the whole thing is just a fatty, thick, delicious, sweet thing that doesn't spike my blood sugar or anything, and it's really good. And I'm obsessed with it. So there you go. What do we got here? Would I recommend the Guardian Amiibo? I don't know. I mean, probably not. I don't know how expensive they are. I don't know. It's pretty cool, though. Game genre I wish I liked more. That's a good question. Maybe I wish I liked JRPGs more. because there's a lot of them, and a lot of them that people say are really good. At the same time, though, that's just another thing, just hundreds of millions of hours. So maybe it's good that I don't like them as much. Maybe. Yeah, I'll say that, though. That's pretty good. Opinions on the Xbox showcase. I didn't watch all of it. I kind of skimmed it. It looked okay. It was that thing where, like, there's a lot of good games there, but it's a lot of cinematic trailers with no gameplay, and it's just kind of like, okay, all right. It was cool though. Summer Game Fest overall, it's been good. I don't know, yeah, I've just not been like paying like super close attention, but it's been cool. I'll do a whole video like talking about all the different games or whatever. Don't need a whole genre of 100-hour plus games. Yeah, exactly. How are the chocolate mousse pies coming along? I've not done one in forever, probably since like last year. I just haven't, and now I'm doing the no sugar thing. So I've not done any chocolate mousse pies. I was so into that, and I did that thing where like I'll experiment with food a lot, and then like I'll get something down. Like, oh, I've got this down, and then I don't write it down. So then time passes and I'm like, I don't remember what the right method was. I didn't write it down. I just assumed I would remember, and I never do. So if I have to go back to chocolate cream pies, probably starting at square one. Which is a shame. Is Jake the biggest Jake I've ever seen? I think he's smallest, actually. I mean, I answered more than that. I don't know. What is the best chocolate-related food I've eaten recently? Can't remember. It's another annoying sugar-free answer, but there's just like most sugar-free chocolates. I don't know, they're always like too dark or whatever. But there's one brand, and I get it from nuts.com when I order cheese powder, and it's like little peanut butter cups. And usually, like sugar-free stuff, you like, you know, it's good or it's sweet, but like it's got that weird aftertaste. You can kind of tell. But not these. They're really good. I legitimately think I'm just eating a bunch of little peanut butter cups, and like, it's great. It's super good. If you've never played Metroid, is the Prime Remaster a good place to start? Yeah. I mean, really anyone's a good place to. I mean, like, the Prime games are really their own thing. They're pretty different from the 2D games. So, like, yeah, I started with Prime 1. So, yeah. Why not? Why did I just get a big spike in viewers before I'm leaving? I'm going. I'm leaving. This is the end of the stream. It is fun. There's like part of me that wants to keep going, but I should probably quit while I'm ahead. Quit before I get too tired. Thank you for joining me. I hope to do this again. You joined right when I left. I'm sorry. It is sad. I'm sorry. But I love all of you dearly. I had such a ridiculous amount of fun. And to answer another question, I should put VODs. I'm going to start putting old VODs. I have them all. I could just put them on Arlo Plays. But then where do I put this? You know, where do I put... This is not me playing a game. I don't want to put on Arlo Plays. But I don't have any other channel. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to do like a whole new VOD channel. I could. Maybe. It would be fun to have a recap of the best bits. I know other streamers do that. I don't know if theirs do very well. I'm traumatized because back when I was really doing Arlo Plays, and I did like these super short little highlight reels of like Let's Plays, and I thought it was a great idea, and I thought people would like it, and they just failed miserably. So miserably. That kind of like scared me. I was just so surprised. Just this compact little thing. Only the funniest moments from this 30-hour Let's Play. And it just didn't work. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I did a stream, if I did a highlights of this that we just did, would that work? I don't really know. Rebrand Arlo Plays to Arlo VODs? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I like Arlo Plays. Then I'd have to have a new logo. I don't want to do that. Not a fan of those types of videos, yeah. I like them if I'm like, I don't want to watch the whole thing. but I want some of the funny bits. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You're all great. Have a good day. Before we go, though,